desire enslaves you. This ever-changing, vague, difficult to capture, infinite desire, which is elastic. Fulfill one, another one comes up. It completely and totally enslaves you. Because whether fulfilled or unfulfilled, you are in trouble. If you fulfill it, you get greedy. If the desire remains unfulfilled, you are in stress. Therefore, the Bhagavad Gita, in the 3rd chapter, calls it an enemy. Krishna uses 4 very powerful words. Vairin, enemy. Nitya Vairin, constant enemy of the wise. Paripanthin, again enemy. Shatru, enemy. And yet, the world over, all of us are nourishing desire, nurturing desire, promoting desire, riding on desire. People follow one of 2 methods to deal with that desire. One is, most of us indulge excessively, indiscriminately, without a thought. You have a desire, go out, fulfill it. That is what the younger generation particularly is doing. Their motto is, you only live once. Have you heard that? YOLO. You only live once. Enjoy now. Don't even invest in your future. That is their mantra. A few people, handful of people, in the name of religion or spirituality, withdraw from the world and unnecessarily frustrate themselves. Completely deny. Both are wrong because neither category deals with desire. They are only dealing with the object of desire. So whether you have object of desire or not is not the question. The question is, what are you doing with the desire? Are you dealing with it? So therefore, both get frustrated. Now, before you defeat an enemy, you must know what the enemy is. How many of us know what the enemy is? So let's first understand what is the nature of desire. What is desire? First of all, desire is boundless. Desire actually is a yearning for the infinite and a revolt against confinement. So, it never ends. Desire is insatiable. By its very definition, it cannot be satisfied. Shakespeare said, the will is infinite. Execution is confined. Desire is boundless. The act a slave to limit. So, what it is you are free to desire what you want. And your mind will desire the world. But the fulfillment of the desire is limited. You have physical limitations, you have talent limitations, you have resource limitations. So the desire usually can't be fulfilled. And if you randomly, carelessly cultivate desires so that they mount, and the fulfillment you are not looking at, then there is a huge yawning gap between your desires and what you have, what you want and what you have. That is what leads to frustration. Desire is always in the future. It belongs to the future. It is something that you want in the future. So, desire is based on a dissatisfaction with what you have in the present. And that is the trick. Leave desire alone. If you learn the art of being happy here and now, you've got it. Swami Ramatirtha said, if you are not happy as you are, where you are, you will never be happy. Forget it. And that is something that you and I need to embrace and live and experience.